Father Chancellor, Father Vice Chancellor, friends with me on the dais here, and we're very excited, young and very joyous young friends in front of me. Congratulations to all the new graduates. It's a momentous day for all of you. A lot of hard work has gone in. A lot of dreams have realized today, and it's a major milestone in your life. Must be a very exciting day for you, for your family, and for your friends. So, though I'm saying it very sober, but I'm very happy for you, because today you're graduating. So congratulations once again. This day doesn't come easy. I was here in this campus. I was here from 91 to 94 when Christ was not so big either. But I remember the day of graduation doesn't come easy. A lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of perseverance, lots of ups, lots of downs, but nevertheless, you have managed to hit your target. You have managed to graduate from undergraduation or post-graduation. So, at least a part of your dream has come true. I know many more dreams lie ahead. I'll talk about them, but one of the most important dreams in your list has been checked today. And it has been checked not by the force of nature, because of your effort, because of your perseverance, because of your passion. So you deserve to celebrate. You have a right to celebrate. You have a right to feel excited today. And I would urge you, go out and celebrate. This is a great day for all of you. I was in Christ long years ago. And when I say long years ago, my gray hair are a testimony to how long ago I was here. Very, very long time ago, 91 to 94. But to this day, I am proud of my alma mater. I learnt a lot from Christ. I picked up a lot of things from Christ. And after Christ, I went on to do a lot of good things with myself. Forget what I've done for everybody else. I went on to do a lot of good things with myself that I'm proud about. And a lot of that direction, a lot of that course setting came from my days in Christ. And today Christ is big. Father was telling me that there are 18,000 students in this campus alone, if I'm correct. When I was here, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2,000. Mr. Tommy was my lecturer back then. About 2,000. But the days, 3 years that I spent here, there was so much of intimacy between us, the students, and our faculty and the fathers, that all the fathers who taught us back those days, and we the students, even after 30 years, we still remember very fondly our days in Christ. But I am also happy that after our tenure, Christ has gone on to now become a national brand and an international brand. Today, Christ is one of the most sought after institutions for higher education in the country. So you are graduating from such a prestigious institution, so you should feel proud about yourself. And I'm happy that Christ deemed to be university has been that enabling platform for you. Christ is a springboard for your future aspirations. that Christ has molded you into a graduate and presenting you today to the society to become active members of our society. I would urge you to consider it a privilege that you have graduated from Christ, which is a very prestigious institution in the whole country. As you know very well, better than I do, that Christ figures in the top 10 list in many faculties in the whole country. You are the lucky ones. I'm at the raw end of it, because every year I get so many requests for admission into Christ that I have the unpleasant task of calling up Father and requesting for admissions every year, managing to get a few and managing to disappoint a few for whom I can't help with admissions. So I face the ire of not being able to help everybody that comes to me. And I have the unpleasant task of every year interfering in your admission process to request on behalf of so many people who reach out to me from all over India, because they know I am an alum here and they know that I will have some say in the admissions. So that shows the kind of reputation Christ University enjoys in the whole country. I know some of you have come from all parts of India, not just those of us locals here. So it's a privilege that you have graduated from this Christ University. Now moving forward, I'm glad to see very exciting young faces, a lot of cheerful faces, and in some of you I also see a lot of drive. As you graduate and step into the open world, that drive is what is ultimately going to determine your success. When I graduated from 10th standard in a rural school near Nandi Hills, my teacher told me one thing which didn't make sense, a whole lot of sense back then, when I was, 14, 15 years old. But subsequently it came to make a lot of sense. My teacher told me, it doesn't matter what work you do in your life, but what matters is how well you do what you do. He said, I don't mind if you're a janitor, meaning a sweeper, in a railway station, but make sure it is the best, cleanest railway station in the world. That's what will make me proud as your teacher. So what he tried to tell me, which I realized later on in life, is that there is nothing more important or less important. Everything is as important as anything else. But what is ultimately going to bring us success, bring me satisfaction, is the amount of passion with which I dedicate myself to whatever I am doing. So my urge to you is, whatever profession you choose to involve yourself with, make sure you are the best at whatever you are doing. Make sure you excel and don't drive yourself till you are the best at it, and make sure you excel in whatever you do. It doesn't matter. I'll give you a very, perhaps it may sound a disconnected illustration example. I used to stop at a roadside convenience center. You know, they have facilities on the highway side with restaurants and bathrooms, rest centers. So when I would go cycling way beyond Chikbalapur, I would stop at a rest stop. So there was a public toilet. Every week I would go there at the same time. And I would notice there was a janitor who maintained the bath facilities, the restroom facilities in that rest stop. Every week I went there. He said, sir, cycle ತಗೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಸಿ, ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. He would say, you bring your cycle here, park it here, I will look after it. And he would escort me to he didn't know who I was. For him, I was a random person. He would show me the way to the restroom. After I came out of the restroom, he would ask me, sir, nam restroom hengide sir, clean agidya? He would ask me, sir, how is my restroom? Is it the cleanest? And throughout this, he had such a happy, smiling, welcoming face. I can never forget that person in my life because he was just a janitor, but he was doing it with such passion, such happiness, and it was indeed the cleanest restaurant that I have come across. So I would make it a point to stop at that rest point always. And because I would stop at that rest point, I would go end up eating in the restaurant and give them some business also on the side. That's leaving that aside. But that person had so much commitment to the job he was doing. And he brought excellence to what he was doing. So you could be a janitor, you could be a doctor, you could be an engineer, you could be a scientist, you could be a CEO. Doesn't matter what you are. What matters is how well you do what you do. And that can only come from inside of us. It doesn't matter what I am doing, I am going to try to do the best I can. That has to come from inside you. I say this today to you because everybody wants to be happy, right? We think often that money is going to bring us happiness, wealth, other material things. Yes, they do. I don't completely dismiss them. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what brings satisfaction to you, what brings happiness to you, is the satisfaction you get from what you're doing. And that satisfaction will 100% come to you if you have the drive for excellence and if you do whatever you do with a passion. So I urge you to set forth with passion. Invest yourself in whatever you're doing with all the passion you can muster. And may you be the best. May you be the excellent in whatever you do in your life. I wish you the very best. Before I conclude,